welcome to another informative video with Peak One Builders. Behind me, I've got a house that we just finished up in the Carefree area. Behind us is Black Mountain. We're going to walk you through some of the different things that we had to deal with on this project and a lot of the great things from an interior design and an architectural perspective that we want to show you. One of the things that you can see is that this house is very tight on this lot. We've basically maximized the building envelope from side to side, so we couldn't go any wider. One of the things that we would have liked to have done maybe was make the garages a little bigger, but it just didn't work out that way based on the building envelope. So come on inside, we'll take a look and show you what we've got inside. We've got some great architecture and interior design to this home to show you, but one of the things that you should know is that this is an ENERGY STAR approved home, and basically what that means is during the design phase, we've got to take into account all different window types, insulation types, advanced framing techniques, and a lot of other things that encompass the overall efficiency of the home. And the approach isn't necessarily to come up with a bigger, larger air conditioner. The idea is to try to create a better structure so that air conditioner has to work less. So come on inside, we'll show you some of the features of the interior design and the architecture that we have in this home up here at Carefree. One of the first things you're going to notice is the large format tiles. These are 24 by 48 porcelain tiles with very small grout lines. This tile is for the most intent, it's basically bulletproof and requires very little maintenance. As we walk into the home, we've got basically a great room concept where the great room and the kitchen basically share one room. A lot of detail just on this tile work alone, something that you might not notice right away, but there's a lot of time and effort that has to be put into just laying this tile out. You just don't start putting it up on the wall. Our interior designer, Shelby, and our project manager, Kevin, actually had the whole entire fireplace laid out on the floor before they set one tile. Everything has to match going all the way around the corners as it goes around, so there's a lot of moving of the tiles around to try to figure out what configuration looks best. So we've also have a lot of other features like Hunter Douglas shades. They operate off a remote control, so that makes it kind of nice. There's an app for that as well. And then over to the kitchen, we've got full custom cabinets and a white granite. Some of the details to see is obviously the big thick edges. We like to try to show off some of our islands with much larger pieces of slabs and the thickened edges. These are basically 3 times the thickness of a normal slab. You can kind of see the difference as you look at the countertops over here. We've got just a great selection for a backsplash. Very simple but elegant, and kind of shows off some of the undulations in the tile itself. These cabinets, again, are full custom cabinets. The cabinet company did an excellent job of tying everything together with the interior designer's color choices. And this is the first time we've done a monogram cafe kitchen, so these appliances are a little bit different. So instead of going full Sub-Zero Wolf where we're still having supply chain issues, we chose to go this route, and we feel like these are excellent made appliances and basically a professional grade kitchen. Some of the other things that you'll notice is that at first glance you might not notice there's a pantry behind here, which kind of hides, where you would have a normal pantry, which just a little bit of a nicer touch. And then back to the range hood over here, we've got a full steel hood. That was quite the challenge for us due to our supplier, but anyways, the design was beautiful. The color turned out beautiful after all the trouble that we went through, so we're glad that it looks as good as it does. So come on through to the master side of the house where we've got a powder room and the master bath and master bedroom. One of the things that you're going to notice in these bathrooms is that all the vanities are up off the floor. We don't typically do a lot of traditional vanities where they're sitting on the floor anymore. So that's one of the things you'll notice, and obviously the beautiful kind of backsplash, if you will, selection of that wall tile that we've come up with here. And down into the master bedroom. Again, another beautiful fixture selection, and one of the great things to this whole house is the view of Black Mountain in the background that you see out of all the west-facing windows. And all these shades are operate off a remote control, which is really nice. Also, the house is fully wired for surround sound. We've got speakers in most of the major rooms and outside. And then into the master bathroom, again, we've got vanities that are up off the floor. We call them, they're floating vanities essentially. And again, notice the nice thickened edge, these countertops. Basically a nice soaking tub, and just a lot of, we try to create a lot of storage in here because that's something that seems to always be lacking in a master bathroom. Obviously, you got a place to sit down, put your shoes and socks on or whatever, but just great storage throughout the whole master bath. Also, this master bathroom, or master suite, I should say, has a his and hers closet. So you've got two essentially the same size closets, but separated so you can have a his and hers section. And this master shower is, obviously it's enormous. We've got a linear drain, which kind of adds to the lack of clutter in the shower. And we've got a beautiful backdrop here. And just notice all the different, we've got a handheld here, we've got a rain head, and then another shower head off to the right here. But just a beautiful tie-in of the floor tile and the accent tile, and then tying in the countertops from the vanities as well onto that shower bench. One of the things, again, that this house has great views out the backside. We've got Black Mountain to our west, and that's one of the things that, obviously, when you start designing a brand new home on an untouched lot, the things you want to try to capture are as many of the good views, with thinking about the sun and things like that, and during the different times of the year. But as you can see behind us, we've got a great view of Black Mountain, and why don't you come on outside and take a look around. We've got a beautiful barbecue. Again, we're taking the same slab material from inside the kitchen. This is all real stone. This is not a concrete cultured stone. But take a look around. You've got plenty of room to build a pool here as well. And we've carried those stone on the columns throughout. When we head down this side of the house here, this is where the other bedrooms are, the laundry room and things like that. This is obviously a split floor plan where the master's on one side of the house, but come on down, take a look. One of the things you're gonna notice throughout the house is obviously the LED lighting that's required for the energy efficiency code, but the lights that we choose to use in this home are very energy efficient. Everything is LED for the most part throughout the house, inside and out. We've got basically 3 bedrooms on this side in the laundry room. And then each bedroom has its own bathroom. And just a lot of attention to detail with the tile details inlaid inside the main field tile. A lot of thought went into that stuff, tying again the floor to the wall, to the countertops, and the cabinet color. As we walk down the hall here, we've got a typical linen closet in the hallway. We've got another smaller bedroom, probably going to be used as an office. It does have its own closet in here, so it could be considered a bedroom. It faces the courtyard, so it's got a little bit more appeal than just a typical bedroom. And then this is a hall bath here. Again, notice the great attention to detail to all the tile in the wall, the shower niche, and how the colors all tie into the floor of the shower as well as the cabinet. And this is our laundry room. Right now we don't have our washer and dryer here, but again, taking the same cabinets and countertop throughout the house. We didn't skimp on secondary bathrooms and kitchen, or secondary bathrooms and the laundry room. We use the same very nice custom cabinets throughout. One of the things that you're going to notice in our homes, this house has 2 garages, but it also has, basically the house is kind of separated in 2 wings. You've got the master on one side and you've got the bedrooms on the other. So we've got 2 separate tankless water heaters for this home. We could have probably made it work with one, but from a customer care perspective and overall customer experience, we want to make sure that there's enough hot water in the home. We typically use Navian 240 tankless water heaters. These water heaters are sometimes referred to as on-demand. These are gas water heaters. We don't feel like the electric ones are really worth all the power that they pull. So we typically use these Navian gas units on every single house. One of the other things that we have in all of our homes is that, like I mentioned before, we're not trying to necessarily create or put in a larger air conditioning system in a home. We're trying to build a better structure. So at the end of the day, things like the insulation and the windows all add up to helping that. And all of our mechanical units that we have, the code requires a very standard, like a 14 SEER unit, and everything we do exceeds that. And all of that basically put together increase or decreases the HERS rating of the home itself, which essentially means that it's just much more efficient. So your air conditioning doesn't have to work as hard. So appreciate everyone's time today on this Carefree home. Kevin King, our project manager, did an excellent job taking the vision of KMD, which is Catherine Mueller Design, and Shelby Butler, who was the designer for this project. Kevin and Shelby did a great job tying everything together. We're grateful for that, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.